better. Long flight yesterday. Well, not long flight, just delayed. Looks quite busy. Let's have a walk around, see how things have changed while I've been away. So this bit hasn't been done yet for the boardwalk, but I believe there's progress further down. We'll have a look. Bit of a structure going in there. Is there a concrete base on there? They haven't just dropped that on the sand, have they? I don't think that's finished. It doesn't look right to me. I think it seems to be lacking the supports that go underneath it. But we'll have a look further round. They might have been cutting it to size, I have no idea. But we'll see. The sports complex is developing as well. What I do find weird is how quickly things like the toilets appear and then the finishing seems to take forever. Because in theory, you would want them open at this time of year. Because give it another 4 to 6 weeks, everyone starts disappearing again. There's a lot more electric scooters around as well now. Well, I've seen a lot more people use them as well, not just the higher ones, but public ones. Which I've got to admit, I've got no issue with it. It's just got some issues with some of the way some of the people use them. Although I do find they use them better here than they do in the UK. Maybe, well, let's face it, the electric bikes are a bigger issue in the UK with your Uber Eats and your Just Eats and all the other subsidised delivery services, as they seem to think the footpaths for bicycles. Quite warm as well. It's probably high 20s. Oh, closed the road off a bit further down now. Looks like they're altering the entrance. Gotta admit, I do like the graphics, and I know a few people have already complained about the graphics, but in all honesty, it looks better than concrete. And although it gives a false vision of I mean that's Park Marina, which is over there. But it looks better than concrete. Block paving's going down, so it's progressing well. Also, I'm just interested. Whoop, I didn't do that. Just interested to see how far things go, because there was supposed to be a multi-storey car park tied with this. I'm just interested to see if they build it. But the complex itself doesn't look too bad from the outside. I'm interested to see if anybody actually uses it and has anything be earmarked to use it. also gives a bit of testimony to double checking when you're buying a property if there's something going to devalue it. Like for example, that sitting in front of your views of the park over there. Is that little finches? I mean, this is why I like being here in Spain. A, the weather's good, but B, because this area is sort of family orientated, although I'm not sure why pub chairs next to a broken bin, but the local authorities do try to keep on top of stuff, and I do think we need to do more to actually curb the enthusiasm of young delinquents that damage things. But La Mata is very family orientated, so it's not really a crime area, it's not really a drunkard area or problematic with many things beyond youth. Yeah, the flight back yesterday was an interesting one. Well, the travelling back yesterday. Northampton, got to Northampton early for the train. Cows on the line. But the weird thing is, they said cows on the line north and cows on the line south, which for me just seems extremely odd. Unless it's like people letting them loose in some sort of stop oil protest. But I'm sure that our trains are electric anyway, so I'm not sure what the objective was, but hey ho. And to be fair, the electric trains, rolling them out further, I think it's somewhere down near Gloucester. There's loads and loads of electric trains and carriages all stuck there because the modernisation of the train lines is the problem. Yeah, the UK have wasted a fortune on trains that they can't actually use, so they're just parked there. That would be something to focus on, get to the bottom of. Not releasing cows, if that's what they actually do. Yeah, and then we got to the airport. The plane, you could see somebody was checking the front of the plane with a torch, and they jokingly said to my son, "Oh well, it's been hit by a bird." We all got on the plane, and then it was quickly announced that a bird they'd hit a bird with the plane. So we spent over an hour waiting for the plane to be inspected, and I think they had to clean out the engine, I think, as well. A little bit concerning was the engineers then had to push their van away because it had a flat battery. Just sort of thinking, well, hang on, they're not maintaining their own van, a bit worried about the workmanship on the plane. Got in, but lost an extra hour and 15 minutes. The flats are moving along. The amusements are wrapped up. Probably guess quite windy today. But warm. As long as that sun's out, the world's okay. Okay, as I was saying earlier, that structure should be on a subframe which this piece has. Because what you want to do is keep the timbers out of the water. Out the damp. So you see they put some footings in. So you put the footings in down here, put some cross beams, then you put the main frame on the top. And we'll go down the bottom because there's another piece that goes on top of that as well. Seems fairly quiet, to be fair. What time is it? 3:30 in the afternoon. Used to be a little shop unit, now a flat on the corner. That's where Bar Olga's moved. Trying to think of what the name of the bar was before. It's on the wall. Yeah, the Anchor, I think it was. I was interested in hearing that the UK heating bills are going to rise. Was it to on average £1,700 a year? I just want to point out here in Spain we have aircon on all year round, heating and cooling, and our bills probably about €1,400 a year, which, bearing in mind the UK probably has the heating on for what, 4 or 5 months of the year, and the rest of the year nothing. That means Spain's energy in theory is 50% cheaper, in theory. Because like I said, even today we got aircon upstairs in the sitting room, and so he's got the fans on up in the bedrooms. Where in the UK you don't have any of that on, you don't need to. But your energy bills are still costing more than you would living in Spain. There's a Food Line, really good restaurant. Do recommend dropping by. they came from. Yeah, those weren't there normally, but no, you don't get any prizes for saying they came from Turkey. I admit, the sea does seem inviting today. I miss being home. You know what, I like coming here because you can smell like the seaweed and stuff. It gives you that like salty, well, seaweed smell. And you get that wind in your face, got the sun at my back. Just home. Love it. It's these things that I don't think people think about enough. It's the little things, because we become too focused on things like mobile phones and stuff. When, like here, my mobile phone, yeah, it's on, it's recording, but I'm recording this for you guys. I'm just in the moment, relaxed. Oh, that's the Lebanese restaurant. The meal we had there was uneventful, but I will leave it at that. I'm going to give them another 2-3 months, then I'll go back again. That's had a bash on the front. Somebody been repairing it, actually. So somebody's been rubbing it down. In search of a bit of boardwalk that's actually been fixed and completed. I'll go the other side since these guys are walking their dogs up this side. See if there's any fish in here today. The water's fairly high. Is the gate open? Yeah, it's drawing a lot of water in that. Yeah, probably not going to see much fish on there, to be fair. It's a bit cloudy because the water's been sucked through, so it's probably churning up a bit of sand. Can feel that vitamin D making me happier. Great being back. So I do apologise about the wind noise. Not a lot I can do about that. I left my microphone in the house. Allegedly there was a old jetty here, Roman one, which does sort of make sense why we've got these bits of wall. They're not exactly great for sea defences. In a modern world you'd probably just do them in concrete. You know, similar, well, tidy this up, as you can see, the predominantly concrete with a mix of stone. So I do wonder what this used to look like. See if we can get over there without falling over. Big rocks down here, isn't there? And this canalway feeds up to the big salt lake. There's multiple of these from different directions. You can have a look on Google Maps, you'll be able to see them. Okay, so that bit of boardwalk doesn't look like it's been replaced either yet. Not impressed so far. Funny looking back, you start remembering the changes that have occurred here since we've been here. For example, that building was being built when we got here. All these buildings here have had all their rendering done. That was last year. Obviously they've started around that area doing some work on rendering as well. Restaurants have changed hands multiple times. These guys come and go with these restaurants. They disappear off the beach in the winter. Yeah, I've got no regrets of moving to Spain, to be fair. Hopefully the kids are very happy here. It's funny with Ulby because he's been over in the UK with us for a month, and he actually said now he realised how crap my life is in the UK because he just work, and then I've got a room I rent, and the cost of the room is actually more than the mortgage on the house in Spain. But the UK, I just go to work. Need to start doing a bit more, going out a bit more, but at the same time, everything's so expensive in the UK. And don't get me wrong, Spain, the food's gone up. I'd say that compared to, say 2 years ago, let's call it pre-pandemic, I'd say it's gone up by about 30% for eating out. But I'd say the UK is more expensive because it's more expensive to start with. It's funny here, you can park on these yellow bits at the minute, but that's a pedestrian area. When it goes slightly out of season, they'll ticket you and tell you. The easiest way of telling, or the only way to tell, is the availability, because you'll see like hardly any cars here, which tells you park on the side here. There's no warning. It seems to be an unwritten rule. More graffiti. I hate graffiti. I'm going to speak to the mayor about it. One of the problems I've had is I've discussed about graffiti, and one of the problems is these are private properties. But it does bring down the areas. That's like somebody's got a birthday party over there. Feeling that sun now come out the wind. The Eagles moved as well, so our little corners all change. Oh, he still owns the one on the top, but he's moved out of there. And I think the Swiss cover, was it Swiss? No, they weren't Swiss. I think the Belgian, they sold theirs at the bottom. But we're still managing the other flat as well that we used to live in. I'll get my steps in. What we've done nearly half, so we've done nearly 5,000 steps so far. Shouldn't have worn a baseball cap, it makes my head sweat. I'll have a walk up in this area. Oh. That looks like it's been revamped. Used to be a commercial unit like these ones. This one's still for sale. In fact, I think a couple of these are for sale at the minute. La Casada, that's good. I like having a coffee there. Cascada. Oh, I think this is think this is Obi's classmates' parents that own this one, real estate agent. Oh, looks like there's a new supermarket opening. That's cool. It's always change. Every time I come back there's something new. These are the stickers that you get if you're illegally parking. They come and tow you. If you get towed, places near Habaneras. It's the back of the police station near Habaneras. Yeah. Parakeet does some good street food as well. You might see some videos on the food on the channel. Now, I remember them scrapping the resident sort of bus pass that you pay like, what's it, €7, and that's it. Around the bus companies changing hands and going electric. Don't know about you, but I haven't seen a single electric bus yet. But a lot of people are paying extra for their buses. Just a thought. As you can see, this one's been revamped as well. It looks more like a police station. That's why I say that and get in trouble because it's someone's house. Not sure what it is. It might be a house actually. Big unit. Looks nice. This is a good butcher. I recommend this one. Very friendly as well, but he'll do the meat cuts that you want. Inmo Pancho is a good real estate agent as well. Very helpful in there. Highly recommend them. Yeah, there's another change. All this used to have canopies. Now we have none. There used to be 3 here. Storm damage. So according to that, it's 30 degrees, it's 4 PM, 3:59 by me, but I'm not going to split hairs. They're very helpful in the pharmacy as well, if you need medication or whatever. They're friendly. Yeah, can't really say much. Same as the bakers. Bakers are friendly. The other thing is, if you've got like parcels delivery, you can get them to El Gato de Oro. They'll hold your parcels for you, because we used to get that for, I think it was Amazon and some of the other people which have couriers, you know, where they've got to be signed for or whatever. We pick them up from there. You know what, I'm going to go the back road here because I've covered most of the shops here. Banco Sabadell I find okay. I mean, I've got to admit some of their road charges which are problematic in the sense of normally don't come with a warning, but at the same time the people I've found in there that work there, really helpful staff, and obviously they're working with the restrictions what the business sets down. It's not them that write the policies, so always take that into account. This pizza place opens for about 1 month a year. Got to be to do with tax. People have been asking me about bicycles, forest bikes. Great people. They can help you with not only buying a bike but also getting yours fixed. And this is the post office. Look, you can even sell them your bikes. I assume they're selective. When's that? San Miguel to July 3rd. Oh, to September. I went to one of these before with Oob, and the thing is, they're going, oh, no cameras, no photos, no video, no cameras. I'm like, all right, calm down. I wasn't even doing any videos at that time. They were actually wandering around checking it. Nobody was filming anything. I'm not sure if it's to do with legal issues or they don't want people seeing what they do. You know, in case somebody copies their stunts or whatever. I have no idea. But let's face it, if you're in that arena, you would just turn up for a show, see what they were doing and go, okay, yeah, I can do that. Didn't do that before, good idea, blah, blah. Who knows? Well, we're tired after getting in at 2 o'clock this, well, must have been about 3 o'clock this morning. Whew. So that's it. We've seen all the changes a little bit. We'll do the Park Marina today, but I think I might save that until tomorrow. So I'll walk that way tomorrow and see what's changed, because obviously these footpath things have affected businesses, because I believe they're getting zero compensation for the disruption, same as the shop there that used to be I think they were Ukrainian, a Spanish guy and a Ukrainian wife, and I apologise for not remembering their names because I'm terrible for names, but now I think the guys are more well, how do you describe, either probably Pakistani or Arabian, I'm not sure. Don't know them that well. I know the second names about to tell you. Nice enough people though. And if you are over there, give us a wave, because often I'm sat in the office opposite. Right guys, I'll leave it with you. Take care.